What's up, everybody? Welcome to BioS 3 Raw TV. Well, this video is kind of probably be all over the place, but we're gonna just fucking power through it anyway. So, I know not everybody looks at events in their lives, things that have happened, whatever you want to call them, as learning experiences. But the thing is, maybe not everything is a learning experience, but you can turn it into a learning experience. At least get something out of it. So when something bad happens, at least there's some kind of positive note that comes from it, right? And I didn't always look at things that way, and I would, woe is me, this is bad, why this happened to me, and I went through all those mind frames and stuff like that too, and I just would get stuck in a negative place and keep myself there for long periods of time. And I kind of go through things with people, and it's much more mental with my training clients than it is physical, to be totally honest with you. The physical part for me is very easy. Like I've been doing this for 30 years now. It's very easy to look at someone's physique and listen to what they're telling you and get all the data from them about what they're doing and make adjustments and get them making gains or losing fat. That's the easy part for me. The hard part is getting them to realize that that is the easy part for them also, right? The easy part is getting to the gym, right? When you ask somebody to do 90 minutes, right? So an hour and a half, 1.5 hours out of 24 hours, 4 days a week, that, and the rest of the time maybe they'd be doing 20 minutes of cardio, 30 minutes of cardio. It depends on the person, right? But minimum, you're doing like maybe 4 days a week of cardio and weight training, right? And do it all on the same day too. Fast cardio in the morning and then weight training. I wouldn't ask them to split it up so that they're days off from the gym, right? And I'll get them, some of these people come back and they go, I can't do this because of this, that, and the other thing. I'm like, what are you talking about? And they tell me things. They start telling me about how hard they have it, right? And I'm probably the last one you want to tell how hard you have it. If any of you guys have been watching me for long enough, you know the things I've been through. You've seen the things I've been through. You know the stories that I've told you from when I was younger. All the shit that I've gone through since I was younger. The one thing that never changed for me, that was I was training. I was in the gym training. I was eating my food. I was doing my cardio. I was doing that shit. The reason I did it was because I loved it. Now, I get that these people don't give a fuck about it. They really don't. They give a fuck about drinking beer with their buddies. They give a fuck about sitting home and watching football. They give a fuck about everything. Work, girlfriend, wife, husband, kids. They give a fuck about everything but their health. They just don't give a fuck, right? They don't give a shit. And I understand that, but when it comes down to like they want to look a certain way, all of a sudden now they're into it. It's a vain thing. It's a very egotistical, vain thing where they want to look a certain way, and that's fine. There's no issue with that. But how hard are you going to work to get what you want, right? Like, you can't expect to do fucking 5% of the fucking work. I always go with 5%. It's funny. 5% of the work and get 100% of the results. And they're always looking for a program like that. They're always looking for a trainer that's going to tell them, you know what, you need a 6-pack of beer every day. You need no fucking cardio. And I want you to eat bacon for every meal, right? And I want you to not strain yourself at work. Like, they want you to, they think there's going to be this fucking crazy thing that's going to help them be lazy, fucking gluttonous pigs for 12 weeks, right? And when you say, look, I'd like you to do cardio for 20 minutes in the morning, right? You think, well, how hard? Not high intensity cardio, not steady state, low intensity, like a moderate intensity, steady state. Nothing too crazy. Get on the treadmill and walk for 20 minutes. That's it. And, you go in there, you should be out of the gym 45 minutes with your weight workout. That's not asking too much, right? And they come back and go, well, my work, this, and then my wife and this, and my fucking kids and this, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. I said, break it down for me. Well, you work 8 hours. 8 hours, right? 8 hours what you work. So how many hours are left in the day? Think about that for a second, right? After the 8 hours, your kids, you go home and see your kids and stuff, right? Yeah. So after that, you have what? Maybe 3 or 4 hours, 5 hours. Your wife goes to bed before you. You have 5 hours before you go to bed, right? So maybe let's say 3 to 4 hours before you go to bed. You don't have time. What are you doing that 3 or 4 hours? You're surfing the internet. You're watching TV. You're drinking beers, right? None of this stuff is going to get you to your goal. But you have 3 hours of your life that you're fucking wasting. Now, I'm not saying you got to work out. You could be doing something that fucking actually gets you somewhere, like learning another skill, learning information about your job, anything, but that's not what you do. You sit on your fucking ass and you do nothing, right? Because you need to relax, power down. Power down from what? You're sleeping 8 to 9 hours a fucking night. 8 to 9 hours a night you're sleeping. You need to power down for another 3 hours before that. Think about how much fucking time that is. And I hate these motherfuckers who go, Jerry, you need it. Fuck you, 8 to 10 hours a night of sleep. fuck you. Ronnie Coleman won how many Mr. Olympias sleeping 4 hours a night? Arnold Schwarzenegger, 3 to 4 hours a night. All right, he'll even say if you're sleeping 6 hours a night, sleep faster. That's what he says. Like there's so many people out there successful in the bodybuilding thing, fitness, or whatever, and they're not sleeping 8 to 10 hours a night. Even if you got 7 hours, right? 7 hours is fucking plenty for you to fucking live off of. And you took that extra hour and got up in the morning and went to the fucking gym. Like you're just not willing to do it. You're not willing to fucking try. And, you know, I use myself as an example because I don't fucking care. Like I'm the last one you come to. And I only use one example of myself. I don't even use the fucking fact that I was going through heroin withdrawals in the fucking gym trying to do pull downs, fucking shaking like this, going trying to do pull downs, going through withdrawals, sweating all over the fucking place, cold chills and shit. I'm still in the fucking gym training. I'm fucking powering down this fucking fish and rice that I fucking didn't feel like eating anything. I'd throw up half the time, right? Like that's like a whole different ball game from where these fucking people are. They can never even imagine. They get a cold and they stay home from the fucking gym and work, right? I was in fucking full-blown heroin withdrawals training. And I'm not doing this to fucking be like, oh, I'm better than everyone. I'm saying, look, I'm a fucking average person. I'm an average person. I was an average bodybuilder. I'm the fucking average person that fucking not fucking really good at things, not really sucky at things. I'm average, right? And if I'm fucking average, you can do it, right? The one that I usually use is I use 4 jobs. 4 jobs I used to work, right? I worked the GNC, the counter, worked the counter at the gym. I had my personal training business that was at the gym, and I had a bouncing job at night where I'd come home fucking 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning from that. So I would actually get up in the morning, train my client, and I'd be at the gym for 7 a.m. And I would train my client from 7 to 8, 8 to 9, whatever it was. And I'd get done at like 10 o'clock. I would do my own workout. I would leave there and eat, and then, you know, usually get something on the way. Then go to GNC, you know, and I would work at GNC until about anywhere from 6 to 7, maybe 8 o'clock. I would change in the bathroom at GNC, hop in my car, pick up a couple of the other guys that were bouncing, and drive to fucking Virginia from Maryland and go bounce at a fucking club fighting people all night until about fucking 2:30 in the morning when everybody's cleared out. Wait for everybody to count the tips and shit. Walk all the fucking waitresses and stuff to their fucking cars. Then drive home from Virginia back home till about 5 o'clock in the morning and do it all again the next day. Sometimes I didn't have the clients though. Sometimes I'd be working the desk at the gym. So I'd have my clients during the morning or the afternoon. I'd be at the fucking gym working the fucking desk sometimes till 10 o'clock at night, and then have to be at the fucking gym at 6 a.m. So by the time I got home, got my shit done, and fucking did my cardio and stuff, I'd still only be there for about fucking 3 hours because I'd have to get up and do my cardio in the morning again before I went to fucking train my clients. So I'd have to get up and do cardio, then eat, then go train my clients. So 3 hours a night max is what I was getting. And I still did double cardio sessions every day. Had my 2 dogs that I had to walk and take care of, Bruno and Nico. Had my weight training sessions, so I was training 5 to 6 days a week on that on top of it. Had just gone through a fucking gigantic fucking bad breakup, which left me fucking penniless. I had fucking literally like $12 left to my fucking name when I walked away from that fucking relationship. And I was still able to go do what I did. And I'm asking you to do a quarter of what I do when you have all this time to sleep, all this time to fuck around with your family, and I get it. Priorities. But don't come to me and tell me that your priority is to get in shape. Don't come to me and say I had bad blood work. My doctor said this. My wife is saying that. Don't tell me that it's time for you to make a change and then what you want to do is just go back to your other life after you made that effort that you call it. I made the effort to go talk to a trainer. The effort was to shut your wife up who's getting on you about being fucking fat. The effort was to shut your doctor up about your fucking blood pressure and shit. The effort was to shut everybody else up. It wasn't actually attain your fucking goal. You don't give a fuck. There's so many people out there that are so full of shit. They're lying through their fucking teeth about wanting to accomplish something that I honestly feel like they couldn't really accomplish something they wanted to, even if they wanted to, which doesn't make sense. But if someone else wants them to, like if the wife wants him to get another job, he'll fucking run out and get another job, right? If the fucking wife wants him to fucking quit that job and be a stay-at-home dad, he'll do that. He'll do whatever the fucking wife wants him to do, right? She wants him to take care of his house, so he goes to the fucking gym. I was at the gym. I've seen people in the gym. This is one guy. He used to train with another trainer, and he was totally out of shape, and he was fucking unhealthy. He had a huge fucking pot belly on him. He was hurting as far as health-wise. And he'd come to the gym, and he'd tell his trainer, yo, why don't we get out here and go grab something to eat? He was like, what? He's like, yeah, fuck this exercise stuff. I'll go buy a steak. Let's go get some steak and beers. And they would leave and go to fucking the restaurant. He would go home and tell his fucking wife he was at the gym. There were other times that the fucking trainer sitting around waiting for the guy, never shows up. The trainer trains 2 other clients, goes outside. The guy was in his car sleeping, so he could say he went to the gym. So I'm like, these people are just so fucking like, I don't get it. Like, I don't understand how you can't want the most out of yourself. How you can't want the best for yourself. How you can't want to be a better person in every fucking way. If you're healthier and you're not fucked up, guess what? That's less stress on your fucking wife who has to take care of you. If you're healthy and not fucked up, guess what? Your kids don't have to see you going through these doctor's appointments and surgeries and all kinds of other shit, being scared that their fucking dad or mom is going to fucking die. If you took care of yourself, you wouldn't be in this position where you're like, I don't have time for this and the other thing. You would get up in the morning and go, I'm taking care of myself, right? If you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of your wife. You can't take care of your kids. You can't take care of your fucking husband. You can't take care of your parents. You can't take care of anybody if you don't take care of yourself. And I'm not talking about being a conceited person doing shit for yourself and nothing for anyone else. What I'm talking about is taking a fucking hour a day. An hour a fucking day. I don't give a shit. It was a half hour to cardio, half hour of fucking training. An hour a fucking day, which is more than reasonable, to take care of yourself and keep your fucking physique and your health up. Why the fuck is it so hard to explain? Because it's so far from what these people want to do, because they're so far behind. They're so far backed up. They're so far gone that it's so hard to get started. And it's not hard to get started. They just don't want to do it because they're fucking lazy. These are lazy fucks who will cut corners any way and anywhere that they can to not do what they are supposed to be doing because they're fucking lazy. They'd rather be sitting on their ass, drinking beer, watching TV. And if that's all you want to do, fine. But don't come into the fucking fitness world. Don't come to the fucking trainers. Don't go to the fucking expos and talk about what you're gonna do. I hate when people say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, I'm gonna do this. No, you're not gonna. You're not gonna do shit. When someone says, I'm thinking about doing this, I've actually been putting a lot of thought into it, and you know what, I really think I should try this. I would like to do that. That shows somebody that's gone through it in their head, played it over, the different scenarios, and they're ready to give it a start. But saying, I'm gonna. You know how many I'm gonnus I've known in my life? How many fucking guys and girls, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it. You know what they did? Fucking guts. They did nothing. They haven't done shit their entire fucking lives. It's frustrating as fuck because you really do want to help people. You know what I mean? You really want to go out of your way. And there are times where I've had to fucking work with people and I have to just put my foot down and be like, look, dude, you got plenty of fucking time for this. You got plenty of effort and plenty of energy. You're choosing not to do this. This is a choice. It's not because you can't. You know what I mean? Like, if you wanted to fucking cheat on your wife, guess what? You'd find fucking time, right? But you can't find time to go to the fucking gym, right? If you wanted to go fucking have a couple beers with the boys because the Nationals fucking just won, right? Oh, you'll find time for that. You know where that time's gonna come from? From your gym time. And you know what? You're not a pro bodybuilder. You're not a fucking physique athlete. You're not a fitness expert. You're a random fucking regular person who only goes twice a week to the gym to begin with. And you're taking off one of those days to go party with your fucking buddies. So what do you really want, right? Look inside yourself. Dig down deep and ask yourself what the fuck you want. Because right now, you're full of shit. Right now, you're a fucking liar. Right now, you're just out there fucking around, treading water, fucking spinning your wheels in circles, while the people like myself and other people are like trying to help you. We're out there literally putting ourselves out there going, listen, all right, let's try this, let's try this, let's try that. And we're having to fucking be a psychologist, a psychiatrist. We're having to be your fucking wife, your husband. We're having to be everything all at the fucking same time, as well as your coach and your trainer. We're having to do it all. Like, we're fucking doing all these things and fucking wearing all these hats to try to fucking help you. And you still can't put in fucking effort. You're putting in 5% effort to get fucking 2% fucking results because that 5% effort is still half-assing what the fuck you're putting in. Man, it's frustrating. It's so frustrating, guys. I don't know. I think it was the way that I was raised, to be honest with you. Like, my dad would make me do things right the first time. He would always say, if you do things right the first time, you don't have to do them again. Right? He would make me come home from school on a Friday when I had homework, and I wanted to do it Sunday and just go out and play with my friends. I'd come home Friday, he'd make me sit at the fucking table and do the homework now. Do it now so you don't have to worry about it for the rest of the weekend. Get it over with. Right? Those frames of mind that my dad had, that he fucking instilled in me, I don't think he realized what he was doing. Maybe he did. Maybe it's just because of the way he was raised. But got me to the point where I come home from work, I talk to Aaron for about 20 minutes or whatever, and I jump right on the internet so I can get done with my clients, get everything done for GIFT Labs, so I can fucking go to bed. Not say, well, I can get up in the morning and pack some of the boxes before the fucking mail guy gets here. No. In the morning, I get up, I don't have to pack the boxes. I just put the boxes out, and I'm back to work on new shit for the day. I'm not backed up. I stay ahead by not getting behind. I say that all the time, and it's not a mantra. It's not a quote. It's what I live by. Stay ahead by not getting behind. If I know I'm going to a trip that's going to be like a week long, I will upload 7, 10 videos, whatever it is, which takes a long fucking time because it takes an hour and a half to upload them sometimes, to make sure that when I'm gone, those things will upload. You know what? Don't get ahead, don't get behind. How? By staying ahead. Stay ahead by not getting behind. And then while I'm on the trip, I'll be working on the trip at the same time and uploading videos just to make sure that there's extra up there just in case something goes wrong. don't get behind. Whereas the average person will let that shit fall behind. Their clients don't get fucking taken care of while they're on vacation. They fucking don't put up any videos. They go out there and fuck around, drinking their fruity drinks with the little umbrellas, which is fine. But then when they get back, they have to fucking play catch up. There's a whole bunch of shit that they got to do when they could have just fucking done it before they left, but they were too busy in vacation mode before they even fucking left. A week before they left, they were in vacation mode already. I'm just like shaking my head going, no wonder why these fucking people are always bitching, complaining, and fucking can't be any further than they are right now. There's no initiative. There's no fucking push. There's no fucking balls behind it. There's no fucking effort. And I'm like, why? When did we become a world of fucking minimal effort to get minimal results to then bitch about our minimal results? When did this fucking happen? It's confusing the fuck out of me because the way I see it, and the way I was taught, and the way I was brought up, and the things I saw, you get what you put in. That's what you get back. So if you put in 5%, you get 5% back. You put in 90, you get 90 back. Put 110, you get 110 back. Like, that's how fucking everything works with life. If you go to a fucking new job today and you're a janitor, you fuck around and be an asshole janitor that fucking barely does their job, guess what? You're probably going to be there a very short period of time. You're going to be fed up and fucking leave because you don't want to be a janitor. But then there's another guy who walks in there and he's a janitor. That motherfucker didn't just clean. He cleans his shit, your shit, and then he goes and says, fuck, I'm going to paint those railings too because those things need to be painted. He wasn't asked to do that. And then the fucking person who's running the show goes, hey, who told you to paint those railings? Nobody. I just thought they needed to be painted and they look better now. And well, fuck. Guess who's going to get promoted faster? Guess who's not going to be a janitor anymore? That motherfucker. But people don't see that. They don't want to work anymore. They want to fucking be on Instagram and be Insta famous. Guess what? You're not fucking Kim Kardashian. Okay? I'm sorry. You're not fucking one of these superstars. I could be. No, you can't. You know why? Because even those people like Kim Kardashian are out there fucking working. As fucking stupid as they look, they're still fucking working hard. You don't have that in you. So until you give yourself the reality check of what's going on in yourself, you're fucked every which way to Sunday. But don't blame me. Don't blame him. Don't blame her. Don't blame other people. Don't blame your parents. Don't blame your kids. Don't blame BMR4. Don't blame any of that shit. Don't blame your fucking cell phone. It's you, man. You're in control of you. You decide what you're doing. You decide what happens from the time you get up to the fucking time you go to sleep. Every decision that you make, every fucking choice you make, every direction that you go in, every time you zig and zag, it's all on you. And that shit is real. BicepTraining@gmail.com. Leave comments down below. But don't fight. BicepTraining.com is a blog. It's all you bicep. All me bicep. And we are out.